But God says you have a purpose in your life. And although there were some things that have happened in your life, God says, do not allow it, meaning that situation. God says, do not allow that situation to be the reason to lose your focus on your purpose. Let me just encourage you again, and as well as encourage myself, encourage all of us. Do not allow that situation, or what it may be, or what the situation may look like. Do not allow it to cause you to lose your focus on your purpose, to cause you to lose focus on your blessing, to cause you to lose focus on your breakthrough. Don't be the cause of it. Just to look at that and to focus on that situation or what the enemy wants us to focus on. Don't be don't allow that to cause you to lose your focus on the breakthrough, on the miracle, on the supernatural turnarounds, on the miracles, on the breakthroughs that God is going to do in your life. Don't lose your focus in the name of Jesus. Put that in the comments. I will not lose my focus. And you know what God is just saying? Don't focus on the distraction. Focus on the miracle. Focus on the breakthrough. Focus on the blessing. Don't focus on your healing. Don't look at the distraction, but focus on what? What are you going to be focusing on that God is going to bless you with? That God is going to bless the person that you're praying for? That God is going to bless the people that you're praying for? What is that going to be in the name of Jesus? God says, do not look at where you are at this very moment, but focus and trust God in where he's going to take you to. Let me just encourage all of us. God says, do not look at where you are. Sometimes we're looking at where we are at this very moment. We're looking at our circumstances. We're looking at it in the midst of what we're going through. But God says, do not look at where you are at this very moment, but focus and trust God and where he's going to take you to and what he's going to bring you through in the name of Jesus. God says it's not over. Put in the comments, God says it's not over. Just write down, it's not over. It's not over in the name of Jesus. It is not over in the mighty name of Jesus. Where you are right now, because sometimes we're looking at our situation, but I just want to encourage all of us that where we are right now, you can still operate and do your purpose that God has for you. We can still do our purpose of what God has for us. Whatever God has gifted you to do or purpose in your heart, you can still do it. I just want to encourage all of us, whatever God has purposed in our heart, in our spirit to do, we can still do it in the name of Jesus. God says you have too much ahead to be looking back at what was behind you. God delivered you from that. God delivered all of us from it. God says, why are you looking back when I'm blessing you to go forth in the name of Jesus? God says you have too much ahead to be looking back at what was behind you. Why are we looking behind us in the name of Jesus? But God says to continue to keep looking forward at what God is going to do in your life in the name of Jesus, because we have too much ahead to be looking back at what God has already brought us from in the name of Jesus, what he's already taken us out of in the name of Jesus. God says it's time to reconnect to your passion, to discover a new life purpose, set realistic goals, and empower yourself with the plan for your future in the name of Jesus. So when you do this, God says, embrace the change. How many of us are embracing the change? We cannot continue to stay the same. God says we've been in our comfort level. We've been in our comfort zone. How many of us have been too comfortable where we are? We're so comfortable, like this is fine. I'm comfortable here. But God says, get out of your comfort zone. Take that leap of faith in the name of Jesus. So when you do this, you got to embrace the change. Put that in the comments. Speak it into the atmosphere. Write it down in your journal. Embrace the change. Embrace the change that God is doing in your life. So although it seems challenging, God says, stay encouraged. Put that in the comments. I'm going to stay encouraged. Stay encouraged in the name of Jesus. God says, even though it seems challenging, stay encouraged, because with God, anything is possible. All you have to do is believe. Mark 9:23. All you have to do is believe in the name of Jesus. Jesus said, if you can believe, all things are possible to those that believe in the name of Jesus. So when you do this change, you are going to be taking on your life with a purpose, a new look, a better feeling, an awesome attitude and determination and walking in your purpose. So when we begin to embrace this change that God is doing in our life, we'll have a new look. We'll have a better feeling. How are you feeling right now? But when we embrace this change that God is going to do in our life, we'll feel so much better. How many of you all need to feel better about yourself, feeling better about your situation? Well, when we turn it over to God and see how he's going to work it out and see how he's already worked it out, we're going to feel so much better. We're going to have an awesome attitude. How is your attitude right now? We got to think about how is our attitude right now. But when we turn it over to God and see how he's worked it out for us, our attitude will be better. We'll be determined in the name of Jesus to walk in our purpose in the mighty name of Jesus.